Past 10 p.m. and on, thunderstorms starting to roll into the region, generally breaking down with that line of thunderstorms. I think some segments of the line of storms could perhaps have some gusty winds, but I don't think it will be a widespread issue. That's why we still have the severe weather risk, but it's not quite as high. That will start to push out going into early tomorrow morning, and then the rest of the day on Tuesday actually looking to be a little bit more quiet. So there's the breakdown, Jess, of what's going on. Certainly something to just keep in mind for late tonight with how gusty we have that potential for winds to be. It's a good idea if you have any loose outdoor items, bring them in the shed, the garage, and just have a way to receive any watches or warnings that may get issued.
Okay, Liz, I'm not going to lie. We cut off your audio for a little bit there, so we might have to check in a little bit later just to make sure we covered all of our bases. At least I'm going to be honest, that was completely my fault. So, Liz, thanks so much. All right, we want to move on to some of your news headlines this morning, beginning with new reaction from right here at home as our local political leaders are weighing in on the public assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump at a campaign rally on Saturday. Allen County Republican Party Chairman Steve Shine says the actions that unfolded Saturday were a, quote, pathetic display of civil disobedience and a threat to the freedoms for which our country stands. Shine also believes all sides of the aisle need to come together and not turn away from each other. So take a listen to what he has to say.
That we can walk back a little bit in our political rhetoric and get back to a civilized society. What we saw last night was something that we see in third world countries or in countries that are extremely unstable. We're better than that, and we must act like that.
Meanwhile, Democratic City Councilman Jeff Paddock issued us this statement after the shooting, reading in part, quote, "I am shocked and saddened by this act of violence. We must all condemn this action against the former president and others who were killed and injured. This was an abhorrent act." And now many are asking, how is this going to affect the upcoming election this November? So we asked Purdue Fort Wayne political science professor Mike Wolf, would this shooting incident drive more people to the polls? Here's what he had to say.
Conflict does bring people out. We've had increased voter turnout and have people kind of really think their country is in the balance. So that's usually not the best reason for people to decide to be politically engaged. However, that is where we're at. And so hopefully the engagement works through an acceptance of the election outcome rather than kind of furthering the political damage that occurs with the institutional crises that happen when elections get challenged.
Of course, this is a huge story that we're going to continue to follow for you guys. You can keep up to date with our coverage on this on our website, 21alivenews.com. All right, we want to talk about some traffic alerts that are probably going to slow you down beginning your work week. A well-traveled intersection in Waynedale will be closing later today. City alerters say because of this Ardmore Avenue turn lane project, the intersection of Ardmore and Sandpoint Road will be closed for about 5 weeks. We're told the project will include widening Ardmore about 12 feet to add a southbound left turn lane at Sandpoint. And we're also moving to Guston Road now, where they're going to close at the railroad tracks between Tile Mill and Maumee Center roads. We're told this is needed for railroad crossing repairs, and that work is expected to wrap up by this Friday. So that's all that you need to know traffic-wise here in Allen County. Now, Liz, I want to talk about something kind of fun. Oh no, I forgot to add the video of it. So we're just going to have to talk about it. I don't think we're going to have the video of it. I'm just going to be honest. You know, it's a Monday. It's so Monday. Clearly a Monday. I didn't have our sound up. I forgot to add the video. What we were going to talk about.
What we were gonna, not like we're gonna right now, but
what we were gonna talk about and show video of was Junk Food Alley. I went over the weekend. I had quite the haul. I'm not even gonna pull up the pictures. I did chocolate covered strawberries.
Ooh.
I did an elephant ear.
Classic.
Fried cheese, or like a cheese curd. I call it the fried cheese.
Okay.
The jalapeno cheddar. And lemon shake. It was an expensive weekend at Junk Food Alley. And these like pork skewers. They were
Julian was talking
Yes.
about that too. So she went this weekend and she said she went to, oh gosh, I'm trying to
Sati
remember.
Bobby.
That's exactly what she said. She said she
heard
got
her.
the pork skewer and the egg rolls and she really liked those.
Yeah, they have like a $15 deal. You get a lemon shake up and 2 of the skewers. So
There you go.
I should total up how much I spent at Junk Food Alley because it was a lot. But
Yeah.
I need to know, do you have a go-to Junk Food Alley order?
I always have to do a lemon shake up. That's just
Okay.
like a fair or a festival thing. You got to do that. My
Until
husband,
you hit the seeds at the bottom.
I don't care about that. When I was little growing up, my grandma gave me like lemon wedges to just eat as candy. So I don't really care about the seeds or the amount of lemoniness. our Cece is just sitting over in the corner laughing at that.
Yeah, I'm judging.
That's fine. Just try a wedge. Just pop it in and
just
go
pop
for
a
it.
wedge.
Yep. Just on a Monday afternoon. You never know. It's a nice little fair delight.
Today is so Monday. Okay, I want to get one quick recap of the weather since I
Yeah.
cut off about like the first 2 minutes of you talking. You don't have to recap every little thing, but kind of give us
right.
our timeline for the day, first alert weather day. Like give us a bullet point list of what we need to know, Liz. I'm so sorry.
You're good. Here's the quick recap. Temps this morning in the 60s and 70s. It's going to be another hot and humid one. So we have temperatures today pushing into the upper 80s, close to low 90s. So that heat and humidity coming to a peak this evening. So we're slowly warming up to that point. Right around 4 to 6 p.m. looking to be some of our hottest hours. If you're trying to grill or anything like that, that's when you're really going to notice the heat creeping up. This morning we have a quick little band of rain showers moving through, but no severe weather. Later tonight, we have the chance for severe weather. It's a thunderstorm complex that's developing over in eastern Iowa and northwest Illinois. That starts to really fire up by the late afternoon and evening, and it slowly pushes through northern Illinois, eventually reaches northwest Indiana. We've actually been downgraded from what used to be our outlook for today. We used to be in that level 3 enhanced risk, which is everything you're seeing in orange. Now we've backed away from that a little bit. We still have the risk for severe weather, but we backed down to a level 2 slight risk. That's here in 21 country, as you can see on your screen. Here's the timing on everything. This afternoon is looking fine. We're mostly sunny and we're hot and humid, but thunderstorms don't arrive until late tonight. We're talking anything past midnight, going into maybe lingering until about 4 a.m. Now, when it comes to this line of storms, some segments of the line I think could have the possibility of perhaps a little breakout with some gusty wind here or there. So we might see a few warnings get issued, but I don't think that this is going to be a scenario where we have the entire line of storms at severe criteria. Nonetheless, just a good idea, Jess, before you go to bed, if you have any loose outdoor items, bring them inside, put them in the shed, the garage, and just have a way to receive any watches or warnings that might get issued.
Okay, it's always good to be prepared for these types of things. Liz, we know you guys will keep us updated. Thanks so much for the recap on what I cut off from earlier. We want to leave you guys on a live look over Fort Wayne. It's sunny now. You know, we've got that chance for severe weather coming in, so keep up to date with us on air and on our website or the First Alert Weather app. But we'll see you back here again tomorrow.